Hi, it's me, Maris, and it's a Wednesday, and we're going to do a financial forecast reading for the month of September, and I'm going to be using Doreen Virtue's Angels of Abundance. And I've got the trusty sage bundle here, so let's do a little quick smudging. Smudging's always good. Do you have any kind of little folkloric or whatever kitchen witch remedies that you do for abundance? I actually learned this one from Christina Garcia. She does this one, and so I started kind of being a little more zealous with it. And I always like to do my hands that when I hold the cards that I get them appropriately, and always the mouth so that I speak in truth. And especially if I've been like in a cantankerous mood, then it clears that. But we take the cinnamon and we put it in our palm of our hand and we blow it in the door. And, kind of do a little prosperity prayer. I always ask for blessings and abundance, that I have plenty that I may share with others. So today, again, we're using the Angels of Abundance, and we're going to just kind of get an outlook and see what the financial the financial forecast or outlook is for the month of September. It's the fair always comes in right after my birthday. And so I think I'm going to ask the man to take me to the fair for my birthday. I think that sounds like a fun date, don't you? So, come on, give us some cards here. Give us something to work with. Throw us some bones here. Okay, there's one. Okay. 2, 3. I don't know. Doreen Virtue's cards are kind of strange to me. And then, and then I follow her on Facebook, and she's very anti cards, and she's very anti a lot of, the things like crystals and things that she used to, kind of, and I'm going to use the word peddle. I mean, she'd peddle them. That was, how she made her livelihood. So I kind of wonder if does she still collect the royalties off of her cards? Just out of curiosity. Okay, and there's that one. And let's see if it gives us another one, because right now we've got 4. I always like about 5 or 6 at least. Let's see if it gives us any more. And A, B, C, D. Okay, right there. That's the last one. Okay, alright, so I've got like 5 cards, and that was almost like pulling teeth from a, or was it getting blood from a turnip? I'm like, come on, give us some money. Or, that's what I'm thinking about, isn't it? Because it is a financial and abundance reading. Or give us some insight into the money. All right, so let's take a look, because the first card is talking about our savings. What do you have set back? And, and over here it says as you. So it's assuming that we are already working on saving money, putting something back. In my house, I have this thing about food in the wintertime. And I'm like, I'm not going to lie, there's a lot of those people up on Facebook and Instagram always talking about, oh my gosh, we're going to have a food shortage and blah, 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 blah. So I get a little panicky there for a brief moment, and I'll go and buy like 10 bags of beans. Okay, I do that stuff. Because everybody likes beans in the wintertime, right? And you can throw whatever little meat and vegetables with it, and everything tastes delicious. So that's what I'm kind of focusing on. So for me, it's about provisions and having plenty of provisions. And then in here, they're talking about, oh, hey, Serena, love, how are you? So here they're talking about making sure that you are being consistent in putting something back. Be consistent and putting something back. So this is that savings card. So that's that energy that's coming in for September. If you haven't set up a savings account, do it. If you need to start doing your little stash of things, do it. Oh, we're doing very, very well. I'm like shocked. That man is so good at doing his own stuff. Now, this is in the obstacle section. And so it says it's talking about a windfall of abundance. And that means that we're going to run into a blessing, a windfall of abundance. However, how we choose to nurture that windfall is going to have a lot to do with how well we keep going on our path of putting savings back, etc. So it's kind of like it's kind of like this. All right, so a lot of people I know that gamble. Because I like to go to the casino, I won't lie. I walk in with a specific amount, and that's all I'm going to play. There are times that I thought, you know what, if I go pull another 100, I know I can get all my money back. And that's kind of like a desperation thinking. That's not rational thinking. That's more of like a desperation. Because you're like, I just screwed up. I've got to fix this. And the only way I know how to fix it is blah, right? All right, so when we're looking at this windfall of abundance card, this is saying, and I'm going to use the casino. So you're sitting down at your favorite slot machine, because I don't know how to play cards very well, so I don't play cards or play the tables. But I'm sitting down at my favorite slot machine, and I hit a $10,000 jackpot. I wish that had happened to me. That would be so cool. But I'm just using me as the example. And I go home, I'm smart, and I pay my taxes right then at the casino, and then I take those winnings, and what am I going to do with it? Well, a part of me might try to play a chunk of that winnings, because if I won that, I know I can win this. Okay, desperation thinking again. A part of me might just go out and buy a whole bunch of stuff. And then a part of me is going to be over here going, okay, we need to be a good manager of our blessings. And how are we going to manage this that we can do what we really want to do? And I mean, it's kind of like, if I got $1,000 jackpot, I'm going to probably go and buy 100 burritos or whatever and go drop them off around all the homeless camps here off of I-240. That's what I would think, for me. I was always, like I said, if I won the lottery, I would want to establish a community that helps the homeless. That to me is so important. So I always think of things to that effect. Now the question is we have all these wants, but are we going to follow through with what we want to do? Or are we going to allow desperation to take hold and guide us on, like quasi-guide, not really a guide, but it's a quasi-guide, us with this windfall of abundance. So that's why this card, when it's showing up in an obstacle position, it's kind of like this carrot dangling down in front of you. And what are you going to do with that carrot? Are you going to eat a little bit of it and save it for later? Or are you going to eat the whole ding dang thing like it's a chocolate bar? That would be me at that time. Okay, so this is our obstacle, and that is you're going to receive a huge abundance. But the test is really going to be, what are you going to do with it? All right. And so now I'm laughing because this is in our help section. This is the help card. And the help card is talking about tithing, donations, charitable work. So yeah, you're going to take a good chunk of this abundance, this windfall of abundance, and you're going to share it within your community, whether it's a small community or a large community, whatever. Hold on. Dang it. Decline. Except my boyfriend's scam likely. Don't tell my man, though. So this is in our help card. So this is going to be our reminder to be a good a good manager of that money. And, you're going to put some in savings, and you're going to go blow some. Come on, let's keep it real. But you're also going to take that money and you're going to make some magic with it. You're going to do really cool, awesome things to help people with that windfall of abundance that you just received or you're about to receive. All right. Now, this is about our mind frame here. And a lot of times, especially when it comes to abundance, we have a difficult time thinking that we're worthy enough of that big flood of cash coming into our hands. So maybe we go to the casino, maybe we win the lottery, maybe somebody has a gift. I'm over here laughing. You remember that uncle? He says, I'm going to go ahead and give you this cash now, baby, because I don't trust Uncle Sam with my estate. Maybe that's what he's thinking. I don't know. So your uncle gives you this satchel, and in that satchel is $100,000, something cool like that. What are you going to do with it? You're going to make good stuff with it. You're going to make good things happen. You're going to be tempted to be a fool and waste it, but your rational self comes across, your higher self comes across and says, you know what, wouldn't it be cool to go get burritos for the community? That would be so great to do, especially on a Sunday morning, right? All right, but our mind frame is, 10% of it is the action of receiving, and then our mind of something coming towards us. And then the other 90% is our mind frame and the way that we view receiving cool, groovy things. So if you're not into the thought process of that you're good enough or that you're worthy enough to receive that, you're probably not going to get what what you could have. You could have done a lot more. And then you're going to be holding this abundance and you're like, I don't know what to do with it. That's okay. Charities always work, but be a part of that charity and get on the ground floor or be on the ground. There's a guy I love to watch on TikTok, and I think his name is Izzy, I-Z-Z-Y White, Izzy White. And that's what he does in his community. He's got a cool little office, and he helps the homeless. And they love and depend on him just as much as he loves and depends on them. They create this beautiful family-like, unity in that community. And I love that. I admire people like that. Now, I love the very last card. And, and sometimes you think the angel cards are always going to be really positive and uplifting, and sometimes I've seen an angel card that wasn't so positive and uplifting, and it was more about, you need to get yourself redirected, you're in the wrong direction. But what we're looking at in here is that we are in the right direction. We're doing good things, and we're thinking good things, and we're trying to be the most authentic, awesome people, not only to ourselves, but to others in this. So positivity, faith, and optimism. Man, good things are coming in the month of September when it comes to abundance, when it comes to money, when it comes to receiving. September is going to be this fantastic month that we are aware of what's coming in. Chance favors a prepared mind. We know that we're going to be tempted to go and blow all of our money, and that's okay to be tempted. But are we going to follow through with that temptation? Heavens no. In fact, we're going to remember the people in our community, and, that's where this comes through, and we're going to do something awesome with our abundance. And, I'm a firm believer that when you have abundance and you share that it comes back to you in a tenfold. So do something cool and groovy. Peace, love, and harmony. I hope you enjoyed this financial outlook for the month of September. Peace.